everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with a video where I want to look at my oldest makeup items for each category and then compare it to my newest makeup items. It's kind of a video idea that I just thought of today, and I thought it would be kind of fun. So I'm going to go over each category in the kind of order that I apply my products and just show you what my oldest item is and my newest item. For a few of the categories, I only have one item, so that item is both the oldest and newest. So I will kind of share those when I get to that, but yeah, let's just get started. So the first category is face primers, and I don't have a ton of face primers. My products aren't that old in this category. Some of the categories, there's a much bigger span of time between when I got the two items, but for primer, that's not the case. So my oldest primer is from the Sephora Favorites kit that I got last November with the Sephora VIB sale. But this is the Benefit First Light Priming Filter. Just a deluxe size. I have been using this. I do like it. But yeah, this is my oldest primer. Not that old in my collection. It's not even a year old. And my newest primer is something I just got this year. I got a little Benefit set a few months ago, and it had a little deluxe size of the Benefit Porefessional primer. I haven't started using this one yet, but I have used this primer before in the past. This is like a kind of repurchase product. So that is my newest primer. Next category is my foundation. I've kind of lumped BB creams and foundations into this category because I don't have that many. Actually, I only have 3 like products like this. So my oldest item is something I just got for my birthday last year, so it's just over a year old. But it's the Dr. Jart BB creams. I actually got for my birthday a set of 4 of them. I've used up 2 of them. I'm currently using the Black Label Detox, and then I kept one just in the box that I got it in. It's the Dis-A-Pore. So both the Dis-A-Pore from Dr. Jart and the Black Label I got at the same time. So these are my oldest sort of foundation BB cream type product. And then my newest product in this category is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. This is something I think I also got at the end of last year with the Sephora sale. But this is currently my only actual foundation, and the other items are my only like BB creams. But yeah, that's my newest foundation item. My next category is concealer. So for concealer, my oldest item is from Nars. It's the Radiant Creamy Concealer. This one I also got, I think, towards the end of last year with that Sephora sale. I feel like that's a theme with like a lot of my things. They're all from Sephora sales, but this one is a repurchase product. I've been repurchasing it for several years. It's one of my kind of like holy grail, like need to have in my collection sort of products. I am currently trying to use this one up, but it is my oldest concealer. And then my newest concealer is something I just purchased this year. I do also really like this one. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. So I kind of go on and off between which one I'm using. I have them both kind of in my bathroom that I can grab for. But once I got the Tarte Shape Tape, I was using this one like every single day. But now that I'm trying to use up the Radiant Creamy Concealer from Nars, this is the one I'm more reaching for. But these are my oldest and newest concealers. My next category is powder, like setting powder. So currently in my collection I only have 2 setting powders. My oldest one is a pressed powder. This is from Maybelline. It's the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder in Translucent. So this one I actually keep in my purse so I can take it with me on the go. I also really like pressed powders for traveling. I do really like this powder. It is a repurchase product. It's a really great sort of a drugstore powder option. So that is my oldest powder in my collection. And this one isn't even that old. I believe I just got this year. For some categories, especially these first few categories of like face-based products, I don't like to have a ton of it, and it's stuff that I kind of can go through pretty quickly, so I don't have like a back stock of these sort of products. So this is my oldest powder. My newest one is something I just recently got. It's from Too Faced. It's the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. I just started using this and I really enjoy it. It's like scented with peach. And then it has a little like sifter with like a little lid for the sifter so the product doesn't get everywhere and you can just kind of pour out the perfect amount. I've really been enjoying this, but yeah, this is my newest powder, setting powder in my collection. The next category is blushes. So for blushes, I have a category for both like liquid cream blushes and also powder blushes. So for the liquid cream blush category, I have my Josie Maran Coconut Water Cheek Gelee. This one I talk about on my channel a lot. I've been trying to pan this for a long time now. But this is the oldest like cream blush product in my collection. I am trying to use it up. But yeah, this is the oldest in my collection. And then kind of funny, but the newest cream sort of product in my collection, blush product in my collection, is also from Josie Maran. This is the Argan Infinity Lip and Creamy Cheek Oil in the shade Forever Rose. So this is a product I really can't wait to use, but I do want to use up this one first. But I do really like cream blush products to like layer before like applying like a powder blush product. So this is the newest in my collection. It's kind of funny, they're both the same brand. For powder blushes, my oldest blush product is actually a blush palette. This is from Tarantino. It's the Dollskin cheek palette. This is actually pretty old. I think it's from 2012. I don't really use it anymore, but I do keep it in my collection, and the shades still look good. Like, they don't look like they've gone bad or anything, so I would still use it, but I am currently trying to use up a Tarte Blush and Expose, so that's kind of been my main blush that I've been using this year. I think the thing with blush palettes, at the time I thought it would be a product I'd use all the time, but I'm really happy just having like one blush that I'm using. I don't really need like a palette of colors. And a lot of these shades, at least two of them, are pretty similar, like these cool tone shades. This one is more matte and this one has a little bit of glitter. This more rosy tone shade I do like, and this one is a little like a coral shade. It's a little bright for me, so I got some use out of this, not a ton, but this is my oldest blush, like powder blush product in my collection. The newest item that I had was something else from that little benefit collection that I got early this year, but this is a little mini of the Rockateur blush. I've used this a few times, not a ton of times because I'm still trying to use up that exposed blush from Tarte, but this is the newest blush in my collection. I can't wait till I use up that Tarte blush, and then I can use some of my other blushes in my collection, this being one of them that I want to use. But that's my newest blush. My next category is highlighter, and I'm actually not sure what my oldest highlighter is. There's two that I got, I think back in 2013, so I'm not sure which one is technically older, but I thought I'd talk about both of them. These are both items I'm currently trying to use up in my Project 10 pan projects. One I'm more successful with than the other. But the first one is a cream highlight. This is from Benefit. It's the What's Up. I've been trying to use this one up. I just kind of forget to use it. It is pretty when I use it, but it's just like a stick cream highlight. So that is the oldest, one of the oldest highlighters in my collection. The other one is this little, from the Balm, the Mary Luminizer. It's another item I'm trying to use up in my Project 10 pan. Actually use this one as both a highlighter and an eyeshadow, but technically it's a highlighter. So that's also one of the oldest highlighters in my collection. Definitely the oldest powder highlighter in my collection. And then my newest highlighter, I don't have a ton of highlighters just because it's something I don't use all of the time or haven't been able to incorporate into like my daily routine. But my newest highlighter is from Mercier. It's also a deluxe size, which I think is great for products that you might not really go through that quickly or even ever use up. But this is the Matte Radiance Baked Powder, the Highlight 01. I think it's really pretty. I just haven't gotten a ton of use out of it, but it is my newest highlighter in my collection. So next I'll go, actually one more item before I go on to my eye products. So for my sort of finishing powders, so this is a powder I would use after I put on all my face products, after I put on kind of blush highlight. It would be something to kind of like finish off the look. Would be my finishing powder. For this, I only have one item, so my oldest and newest is both the same item, and this is my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. I absolutely love this powder. I use it every day. You can see I've hit like massive pan on it, but I love this as a finishing powder. And yeah, it's the only one I currently have. So there's that item. And now going into the eye products. So first I have eyeshadow primer. And this is a category, again, I only have one item. So my oldest and newest is the same item, and that is the Nars Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. This is another product that I've repurchased multiple times. It's kind of a staple in my makeup collection. So this serves as both the oldest and newest item. Next for cream eyeshadow. So my oldest cream eyeshadow is something else I'm trying to currently use up. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the Brow Duality Pencil. It's a like dual-sided like cream eyeshadow. One side is a matte and the other side's a shimmer. So that is the oldest cream eyeshadow item in my collection. And then my newest cream eyeshadows are actually some cream eyeshadows I got with a Sephora. It was like a I think 750 point like reward, and it was 6 of the Tristique. These are the mini shadow crayons. So it had a variety of colors. I think I've used like half of them. I've used like the lighter ones versus the darker ones, but they're kind of cute. It's like really cute packaging. They kind of look like a crayon, but then they're like sort of that twist up packaging. I've been using these. I have to say that I do prefer the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Formula. I think that one's a little easier to work with. One of these, the Marimoto Pink Pearl, which is a really pretty like taupey shade. It's like kind of a shimmery taupe, but the first time I used this, I think I might have had it twisted up too far, but like the tip of it like broke off the first time I used it. So it's definitely a little more finicky of a formula. I have been able to make them work, but they're not like, you can't always just glide them on. Sometimes I get like little chunks with this one that I have to like blend out with my finger. So a little harder to work with, but I do have 6 of them now that I'm gonna have to try to like work through. But yeah, these are my newest cream eyeshadow. Next category is single shadows, and I think this one is a little fun category. So my oldest single shadow, and I don't really use it anymore, I just kind of keep it because the packaging I just really like, but it's the Urban Decay single eyeshadow in this shade Smog. And this is a product I had before I even had my Naked palette, so it's very old, but I love the packaging of this. It looks like a Subway token, so this is the old packaging for the Urban Decay like eyeshadows. So that's my oldest eyeshadow. My newest one also is an Urban Decay shade. It's also a shade from the Naked palette, but this is in the shade Sin. So this one I've had for a few years now. This might have been maybe like 1 or 2 years old. But yeah, this is what the new packaging versus old packaging looks like. I don't know, I like the new packaging, it's sleek, but I think this one's a little more fun packaging. But yeah, that's my oldest and newish eyeshadow, single eyeshadows. The next category is eyeshadow palette. So another fun category. So for my oldest eyeshadow palette, of course, it's my Naked palette, the original Naked palette. This one I got back in 2010. I don't really use this anymore, but it's another product I kind of just want to keep around for like nostalgia's sake. But this is what my palette looks like. I have used Totally Up 5 of the shades, and then the Smog shade, which I really like, I did depot that and put it into my Naked 2 palette, but I kind of just keep this one just because it's like a fun makeup memory. But yeah, this is my oldest eyeshadow palette. My newest eyeshadow palette, it's another sort of classic palette, or like a very popular palette, and it's the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. This one I got last year for my birthday, so it's just over a year old, and I really should use this one more. I've been trying to focus on my Naked 2 palette recently and some of the shades, but this one's really pretty. So this is my newest eyeshadow palette. Next I have eyeliners, and I'm trying to find, I have everything on my desk, and I'm trying to find my, here it is, okay. So this is the oldest liner. It was at the end of my desk, but this is a little deluxe size. It's the black liner, which I don't really use that often. I am using black liner today, but I don't tend to use black eyeliner that often, so I haven't gone through this one yet. But this is from Buxom. This was like a little, some like deluxe size with the Sephora order, I think. But this is the Hold the Line waterproof eyeliner in the shade Call Me. But I've had this for quite a few years. I feel like with pencil liners, if you can sharpen off the end of it, it's like fine to use. But yeah, I've had this for a while and haven't used it that often. So that's my oldest eyeliner. The newest one is something I got this year. So with the holiday ordering with Sephora last year, I feel like a lot of orders were delayed. I know a lot of mine were delayed. I ended up getting everything, but it just took a while and it was kind of painful to like wait for everything. So earlier this year, Sephora sent out like a coupon code to me that I could get, I don't remember, maybe like $10 off an order or something like that. And with that order, so I did use the code, they had put into my like order like a free eyeliner, which I thought was kind of nice. I actually haven't opened this yet because I have other eyeliners I'm currently trying to use up, but it's the perfect shade for me. It's like a taupey shade, which I really like. This is the Sephora contour eye pencil in the shade Flirting Game, so it's kind of a shimmery taupe shade. So that is actually my newest liner. Haven't even opened it yet. So next category is mascara. So I don't have a ton of old mascaras, which I don't think, you know, you're supposed to get rid of mascaras after a few months anyway, so it's kind of good. I don't have a lot of old mascaras, but the oldest mascaras in my collection I actually got in one of these last Stash to Go Sephora favorite sets. So the one I'm currently using, which I'm almost finished with, is another Buxom item. This is the Lash Mascara. So it's the one I'm currently using, but technically I guess this whole set I did get at the same time. So this set, the ones I haven't gone through yet are the Urban Decay, the Perversion Mascara, and then also the Bobbi Brown Eye Opening Mascara. So those are my oldest mascaras, everything in that little set. And then my newest mascara was something else from that little benefit set that I got this year. And this is the Roller Lash Mascara. And I love the packaging of this. I can't wait to use this one. I feel like I should use the other ones from the Sephora favorite set first, but I can't wait to use this because I really do like benefit mascaras, and I think the packaging of this is just so cute. So that is my newest mascara. The next category is brow products. So my oldest brow product is from Too Faced. It's the Brow Envy little kit. I actually got this with a Pop Sugar. I got a few Pop Sugar boxes like a few years ago, and this is one of the items from that set. It's kind of a cute idea. I honestly, for brow products, I prefer something a little like sleeker that doesn't take up so much space. But I do like this. I did completely use up the setting wax in that. That's this pan right there. But this also has a little, it's kind of a weird formula, like a kind of cream to powder, like highlighter, which I've used a little bit of. I have a little dip of that. And then it has a brown and brunette, like brow shadows. So that's my oldest brow product. I've kind of kept this and haven't decluttered it because I always think like, oh, if I want to do something with my eyebrows, like it would be nice to have this set, but I don't really get a ton of use out of that. And then my newest brow product, something I just got this year that I absolutely love, is the Benefit Gimme Brow. I have mine in the shade 3, the medium shade. I think they've since come out with more colors, but I do really like this. It just adds a little bit of something to my brows. I don't need a ton of like, I guess, volume added to my brows, but it's nice to just add a little something. So I do really like this. So this is my newest brow product. So next is lip product. So the oldest lip product is something I should declutter. It's a lip gloss. This is the Hoola Ultra Plush Lip Gloss from Benefit. I recently used up a similar lip gloss to this in the shade Sugar Bomb. So I still have this one in Hoola, which I've had for quite a while. I should just declutter it. But this is technically the oldest lip product in my collection. And then the newest lip product is something I just got with my Sephora order, or I made a recent Sephora order for my birthday, and I got with that the Benefit birthday gift for this year. And I really love the Benefit lip products, so I was really happy to get these. So this is the Matte Cream Lipstick in Glacé, which I think is how you say the name. I just love this like mauve-y tone. I think it's so pretty. I've used this a handful of times and really enjoy it. And it also has a little amuse-bouche in the shade Chai, which I think this will be a good sort of substitution. I'm trying to use up this amuse-bouche lipstick in Pepper, so I think this would be a good sort of replacement shade for that. Not exactly the same, but kind of similar, so I really do love these little bite products that I just got. And then my last category is setting spray, and this is another category where I just have one item. And technically I was reading the directions on the bottle like before I was filming this video. Technically this isn't a setting spray, but that's how I use it. So I'm going to count it as a setting spray. But this is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, the Mineral Boosting Mist. I was reading the back and it said you're supposed to use it on your face after applying moisturizer. So it's supposed to be at like the beginning of your makeup routine versus the end. But I kind of use it as a setting spray. But this is the current one that I have. It's not something I repurchase. I do find it's hard sometimes to get product, like when you pump it, like nothing happens, but if you do get the product to mist out, it's nice. It kind of smells like oranges a little bit, but I mean, I like it. I'll definitely use it up, but it's not something I would need to repurchase, and especially now that I see that it's not actually a setting spray, definitely don't need to repurchase this. But yeah, that is my setting spray. So that is everything for the video. I hope you found it interesting. I know I did, to kind of compare my oldest to my newest items. It's just kind of fun. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!